Good afternoon, everyone. So in the previous class, we have discussed about some numerical questions on diesel cycle. Okay. So today also we are going to discuss some important questions. Okay. So first I have given you a question to solve. That question I am discussing first. So the question was, find ideal efficiency of diesel engine cylinder with bore 250 mm. Okay. Diameter of the cylinder is given in the question. D equal to 250 mm. Okay, and stroke 375 mm, means L equal to 375 mm. Okay, and clearance volume is 1500 centimeter cube. Clearance volume is VC. VC equal to 1500 centimeter cube. Okay, with fuel cutoff occurring at 5% of the stroke. Okay, fuel cutoff occurring at 5% of the stroke. So it is given that. So we have solved this type of question in the previous class. So you know what is the cutoff? What is the cutoff ratio? Okay. So fuel cutoff means fuel cutoff. It is given that fuel cutoff equal to 5%. 5% of stroke means 5% of VS. VS is stroke volume. Okay. So for this type of question, I have told you previously that first you have to draw the. Okay. So first you have to draw the PV diagram for diesel cycle. So here I am drawing the PV diagram for diesel cycle. Okay. So this is the PV diagram for diesel cycle. You all know very well. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So fuel cutoff occurs from point 2 to 3. Okay. Fuel cutoff occurs from point 2 to 3. So it is given in the question that fuel cutoff occurs at 5% of VS. Means this is fuel cutoff 2 to 3. This is fuel cutoff. So it is given in the question that between 2 to 3, this cutoff occurs at 5% of VS. 5% of VS. Okay. Now this is point 2. This is point 2 is corresponding to volume, clearance volume VC. VC equal to V2. VC equal to V2. Okay. And this is the total volume VS. We know very well this is total volume. This is stroke volume VS. Okay. And here at point 1 corresponding to point 1, this is volume V1 equal to V4. Okay. So from this diagram, we can say that fuel cutoff means fuel cutoff occur at point 3. So we can say the volume at point 3, V3 should be equal to VC. This is VC. Okay. This is VC plus 0.5% of VS. So V3 should be equal to VC plus 0.5% of VS. We have done it previously. Okay. So we can say that V3 is equal to VC plus 5% of VS. 5% means 5 by 100 means 0.05. So we can say that V3 is equal to VC plus 0.05 VS. Okay. Let us assume this is equation number 1. Okay. Now we have to convert this VS into VC. Okay. Make this both term. This is also VC. Then this term should also be in VC. That's only then only we can add this two values. Okay. So we have to convert this VS value into VC. Okay. For that we need to know the value of R, comparison ratio R, because R is equal to 1 plus VS by VC. So if we know the value of R, then we can convert the value of VS into VC. Okay. So first we need to find the value of R. For that, to calculate the value of R, some data in question are given, like diameter D equal to 250 mm, L is equal to 375 mm, VC is given. Okay. So first calculate the value stroke volume VS. Calculate the value of VS. So VS should be equal to pi by 4 into D square L. We know this formula. Okay. Put all the value. So we get pi by 4 into d square means 250 square. 250 square. 250 square into 375 into 375. Okay, so the value will come equal to, it will become equal to 1840 7769. You have to calculate this by your calculator. Use your scientific calculator, then calculate the value. 69.45 mm cube. Okay, take care of the unit because D is also in mm and L is also in mm, so unit will be in mm cube. But VC is given in centimeter cube, so you have to convert mm cube into centimeter cube. Okay, so multiply this value by 10 to power 3. 1 centimeter cube is equal to 10 to power 3 mm cube. 1 centimeter, we know that 1 centimeter cube is equal to 10 to power 3 mm cube. So 1 mm cube is equal to 10 to power minus 3. It becomes 10 to power minus 3 centimeter cube. So multiply by 10 to power minus 3. Multiply here by 10 to power minus 3. So we will get the value equal to 1840.7 centimeter cube. Okay, so this is the value of, okay, no, sorry, 1840.7 centimeter cube. Okay, so now we can easily calculate the value of R. R should be equal to 1 plus Vs by Vc. Put the value of Vs and Vc. 1 plus Vs equal to 1847.7 divided by Vc is equal to 1500. So if we calculate the value, you will get the value of R is equal to, R equals to 13.2718. 13.27. So here we got the value of R, 13.27. Okay, now we can convert the value of Vs into Vc. Okay, we can convert the value of Vs into Vc. So I am reading this diagram. Okay, so here we know that R is equal to 1 plus Vs by Vc, and we know the value of R now. R is equal to 13.27. So here we can say that 13.27 equal to 1 plus Vs by Vc, or Vs by Vc equal to 13.27 minus 1, so it will become 12.27, or Vs equal to 12.27 Vc. Okay, now from equation 1, in place of Vs put 12.27 Vc. So from equation 1 we can put here V3 is equal to Vc is here, okay, Vc plus 0.05 into, in place of Vs, now in place of Vs you have to put 12.27 Vc. Okay, 12.27 Vc. Now you can add this both these values, Vc plus Vc. So here we get V3 equal to, it will come equal to 1.6135 Vc, and we know Vc is nothing but V2. We know Vc is equal to V2, so put here V2 in place of Vc. So we get V3 is equal to 1.6135 V2. Now put this V2 below V3, so we get V3 by V2 equal to 1.6135, and V3 by V2 is nothing but rho, cutoff ratio rho. So here we can say that rho is equal to 1.6135. Now we know the value of cutoff ratio rho and compression ratio R, and we also know the formula for efficiency of diesel cycle. So we can easily calculate the efficiency. We know the formula for efficiency. What is the formula for efficiency? Eta is equal to 1 minus rho to power gamma minus 1 divide by gamma into r to power gamma minus 1 within bracket rho minus 1. This is the formula. Put all the values. 1 minus rho means 1.6135 to the power 1.4 minus 1 divide by gamma means 1.4 into r is equal to 13.27 to the power 1.4 minus 1 into 1.6135 minus 1. So again you have to calculate this value with the help of a scientific calculator. So here we get the answer equal to eta equal to, you will get 0.6052. 0.6052. This is in fraction, multiply by 100, so you get eta equal to 60.52%. Okay. So in this way you can calculate the value. Okay. So this is the same question. We have solved this type of question previously, but in this question only difference is here, that in this question D is given, okay, bore diameter and stroke length is given, and with the help of these two values we have to calculate the value of Vs, stroke volume Vs. Okay, this is the only difference in the question. Okay, all the other things are same. Okay, so now we move forward for the other question. You have to solve many questions for practice. Okay, so solve as many questions as possible. Okay, numerical is nothing but practice. Okay, now the next question is a little bit different question. Is there, it is here. An engine working on ideal cycle has initial pressure and temperature are 1 bar and 17 degrees Celsius. Initial pressure and temperature is given. Okay, so first you draw the diagram so that you can understand what is initial pressure and temperature. This is a PV diagram, and it is saying that it is a diesel cycle. Okay, so draw a diesel cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the initial point 1. Okay, so it is saying that initial pressure and temperature is given, means pressure and temperature at point 1 is given. Okay, so write on the data. Given data is initial pressure P1 is given. P1 is given equal to 1 bar. Okay, it is given equal to 1 bar. Okay, and T1 is given, initial pressure and temperature. T1 is given equal to 17 degrees Celsius. 17 degrees Celsius, or you can convert this value into Kelvin. So add plus 273. So you will get T1 equal to it is come equal to 290 Kelvin. Okay, 290 Kelvin. Now next data is given in question that pressure at the end of adiabatic compression is 35 bar. Okay, so at the end of compression pressure is given, means at point 2 the pressure is given. Okay, so means at point 2 means P2 is given in the question. So P2 equals to 35 bar. Okay, this is given in the question. The ratio of expansion after constant pressure heat addition is 5. Okay, expansion ratio is given in the question. Expansion ratio means expansion takes place from point 3 to 4. Okay, so expansion ratio means V4 by V3 is given in the question. Okay, so V4 by V3 equals to, it is given equals to 5. Okay, so V4 by V3 equal to 5. It is given in the question. And if you remember, we have discussed that V4 by V3 is nothing but it is equal to R by rho. R by rho, if you remember this value. Okay, R is compression ratio and rho is cutoff ratio. Okay, so you have to remember this value. Okay, so V4 by V3 equal to 5 means R by rho equals to 5. It is given in the question. Okay, calculate heat addition. First question is we have to calculate heat addition. Heat addition. Okay, heat addition and heat addition and heat rejection. Okay, heat rejection. Heat addition per kg of fuel. Okay, take care of this point, per kg of fuel. So we have to we have to calculate heat addition per kg of fuel, heat addition per kg. Okay, and heat rejection per kg, and also the efficiency of the cycle. We have to also calculate eta. Okay, now so first of all, we need to find the value of T2 because P1 and T1 is given, but value of T2 is not given in the question. Only pressure at point 2 P2 is given. Okay, so first calculate the value of temperature at point 2. Okay, so we know the formula T1 by T2 or T2 by T1 equal to T2 by T1 equal to P2 by P1 to the power gamma minus 1 by gamma. Okay, put all the values here. So we have to find the value of T2. T1 is given equal to 290 Kelvin, equal to P2 is given equal to 35 bar. Okay, P1 is equal to 1 bar to the power gamma means 1.4. 1.4 minus 1 divided by 1.4. Okay, so after calculating we get the value T2 equal to, you have to calculate this value using scientific calculator. Okay, so we will get the value T2 equals to 800 Kelvin. Okay, 800.87 Kelvin. Okay, now with the help of this T1 and T2, with the help of this T1 and T2 we can calculate the value of compression ratio R. Okay, we know the formula for calculating the value of compression ratio R. Okay, so we know the formula here, T1 by T2 equal to, or T2 by T1 equal to V1 by V2 to the power gamma minus 1, and V1 by V2 is nothing but compression ratio R. So put in place of V1 by V2, put here R. Okay, so we get and transfer this power to the other side. Okay, so we get here the value of R equal to T2 by T1 to the power 1 by gamma minus 1. Okay, put all the values here. So what is the value of T2? We have just got the value of T2 is equal to 800.87. 800.87 divided by what is the value of T1? T1 is equal to 290. 290. Okay, to the power 1 by 1.4 minus 1. Okay, after calculating you will get the value of R equals to 12.67. Okay, so you will get the value of R is equal to 12.67. Okay, now in the question, in this question I am deleting this diagram. Now in this question we have got the value of R, so we have to calculate the efficiency here also. So for efficiency we know the value of R, we just need a value of rho. Okay, this we can find by this equation, R by rho equal to 5. Okay, so here R by rho equal to 5, it is given in the question, and R is equal to 12.67 by rho equals to 5. So here we can find the value of rho equal to 12.67 divided by 5. So we will get the value of rho is equal to 2.534. 2.534. Okay, now we know the value of R, compression ratio R, and cutoff ratio rho, so we can easily calculate the value of eta efficiency, and eta equal to, we know very well, eta equal to 1 minus rho to power gamma minus 1 divided by gamma into r to power gamma minus 1 within bracket rho minus 1. This is the formula. Put all the values in this formula. 1 minus what is rho? 2.534 to the power 1.4 minus 1 divided by gamma equals to 1.4 into r is equals to 12.67. 12.67 to the power 1.4 minus 1 within bracket rho minus 1 means 2.534 minus 1. Okay. So this is a long equation. You have to solve this equation by calculator. Okay. So after calculating, you will get the value of eta equals to you will get the value 54.88. 54.88. It will come equal to 0.5488, but it is in percentage. You have it is in a fraction, and you have to calculate in percentage, so you have to multiply by 100. Okay. So you will get the value eta equal to 54.88%. So we have found the value of eta. Now we have to calculate the value of heat addition per kg. Okay. So for heat addition, I am deleting all these values. Okay. For heat addition, if you see the diagram, heat addition takes place from 2 to 3. Okay. Heat addition takes place from 2 to 3. Okay. Means for heat addition, the formula will be heat addition equal to mCp T3 minus T2. This should be the formula for heat addition. Okay, because it is heat addition at constant pressure. Okay, but we have to calculate the value heat addition per kg, means we have to calculate heat addition divided by m should be equal to Cp T3 minus T2. This will be heat addition per kg. M should be in kg, na? We have to calculate the value heat addition per unit mass. Okay. So we know the value of Cp. Cp is equal to 1.004, and we know the value of T2. T2 equal to 800.87 Kelvin, but we don't know the value of T3. Okay. So for T3 we have to go from point 2 to 3. For process 2 to 3 we can write the equation T3 equal to, for process 2 to 3 we can write T3 by T2 equal to V3 by V2, because it is a constant pressure process, and V3 by V2 is nothing but it is rho, cut-off ratio rho. Okay. So here we can write T3 equal to T2 into rho. T2 equal to 800.87, and we have just calculated the value of rho. What is the value of rho? We have found the value of rho 2.534. 2.534. Okay. So here we get the value of T3 equal to 2026 Kelvin. Okay. So now we can calculate the value of heat addition per kg. So put this value in this formula, 2026 minus 800. Okay. So here we get the value of heat addition per kg equal to, it will come equal to 1230.23 kilojoule per kg. 1230.23 kilojoule per kg. Calculate this by calculator. Okay. So here we get the value of heat addition per kg 1230.23 kilojoule per kg. Okay. Next is a heat rejection. So we know from this diagram heat rejection takes place from point 4 to 1. Okay, 4 to 1. So heat rejection will be equal to, it is constant volume process. So it will be equal to mCv T4 minus T1. Okay. but we have to calculate heat rejection per unit mass. So M should be come below heat rejection. Okay. So because we have to calculate value in kilojoule per kg. Okay. Okay. So we know the value of Cv. It is equal to 0.717. If this value is not given in the question, you should remember this value, Cp and Cv. Okay. Now we know the value of T1. T1 is given in the question. What is the value of T1? T1 is equal to 290 Kelvin. Okay, it is given in the question 290, but T4 is not given in the question. So for T4, to calculate T4, we have to go from process 3 to 4. Okay, so for 3 to 4, we can say that T4 by T3 equal to V3 by V4 to the power gamma minus 1. And V3 by V4 is nothing but it is expansion ratio, reverse of expansion ratio. It is given the question V4 by V3 is equal to 5. Okay, so V3 by V4 should be equal to 1 by 5. Okay. T4 by T3 equal to 1 by 5 to the power gamma means 1.4 minus 1. So here we know the value of T3, so we can easily calculate the value of T4, which is come equal to T4 equal to 1064.37. Okay, multiply here this value of T3 and you will get the value of T4 is equal to 1064 Kelvin. Okay. Now you know the value of T4. Put this value here in the formula 1064 and you will get the answer heat rejection per kg. It will come equals to 555.22 555.22 kilojoule per kg. Okay. So now we have found the value of heat reaction per kg. Okay. So we have calculated all the values. So this is a long question. This is a lengthy question. But if you know all the formula, all the equations, then you can easily solve the question. Any type of lengthy question or short question, any type of question you can solve. Okay, easily. Okay. So this is all for today. In next class, we will discuss some other questions, some other different type of questions. Okay. So thank you.